Hey man, your boy, if y'all ain't seen that Killer Mike interview, man, this shit is deep. This nigga's smart as fuck.
Public schools should be more reflective of the private schools that rich people like Envy and others send their children to. And maybe we should incorporate some working class things that mirror those things, because if all these millionaires are going to private school, somebody's going to have to work for them, and I want to demand a greater salary. And if you're going to do that, you're going to have some trades and skills, not unskilled labor. You're going to need good soft skills, how to show up on time. People $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 for these seminars. I do these seminars to teach our community how to invest and how to make it so they can have wealth and pass on to their children and children and children. That's why I do those seminars. Who calls you and says that's a dumb shit? I don't need the money, but the reason I do it is because who calls you and says that's a dumb shit? But I hate going downtown to these auction houses and see nobody looking like me. That bothers the shit out of me. I agree with you. Because they buy up our community. The reason I do these seminars and I rent these places out and I get these school buses and I pay for parking and I pay for food and I pay for drinks and all that shit is to teach our community how to fucking do it. And so after our community, that's why I do it. Does it? What happens?
I'm at work. I've been sitting
10% of the people I have in those classes try.
This morning.
5% of the people actually buy. But I don't care even if I get one. No, it matters. People to get how to do it, and most people are not doing it. But the way I was taught was from my school. Me going to Hampton University and learning business and learning marketing was my schooling. That's the school? That's the school. So all beautiful black kids? None. All them kids going to college. All of these. What school is that? She's already accepted for neuroscience. Okay. She wants to be she knew who Ben was, who wanted her, so I knew she was serious. She already has a business. This sister's Jamaican right here. She's already talking about working in something that's non-college related. This young brother's already on baseball scholarship. Like, these are all black children. See, I'm never saying that you loving your children, if you can afford to, sending your children to private school ain't something. But we must stop the mentality that is better than what you already have. What you have is enough. What you have, if you have genuine curiosity and the encouragement to do better, it's enough. I had an encyclopedia. I went to public schools, and I scholarshiped in the Morehouse. And to some of y'all chumps, that might not mean anything. But when you start to look up the historic value of the university I went to, you start to understand for a poor child who grew up 4 miles away from that college, it was nearly impossible. My pediatrician came to Morehouse with a bag. Dr. Otis Smith, one of the first millionaires I ever met. The man told me I'm a millionaire, blew my mind. Was an investor in real estate developments and stuff when I was young. Man came to Morehouse in a bag.
What's happening? What's up, y'all? What's happening? Oh, shit, my bad. What happened? Everybody go watch that Killer Mike interview. And go check his Netflix out. He got a Netflix, like, triggered something. It's basically about us. You know what I'm saying? I just wish Dane Calloway could get his knowledge over to that man. Let him know. Give that man some more knowledge. What's up, James? Hey, I've been sleeping here hiding out the whole day. Man, 5:30 need to hurry up and come, man. Here we go.
He said my parents couldn't afford to buy me luggage, but
They knew if I made it into that university, I was going to somehow make it out. He didn't sweat going to Yale or Harvard, I'll make it out. He didn't sweat going to Yale or Harvard, I'll make it out. He didn't sweat going to Yale or Harvard. He didn't run down to Auburn, Alabama. He went to Morehouse, and I'm just simply saying, black people, pride is more than February. Saying I like being black. Yeah. Pride is an actionable thing that I must and will do. If I believe in myself, because he's for his culture, and all I'm saying to black people is, you have a culture. Black people is, you have a culture proud of. In Queens, New York. But stop thinking what you produce isn't good enough. This is the same thing any other. I'm gonna let him finish. And two of the greatest J's. But this is not per teacher. Your life mission has to become educating black teacher. Your life mission has to become educating black to matriculate them through trade schools or through college. Job to cooperate so that we participate in the greater community. But if you don't have rate so that we participate in the greater community. But if you don't have pride, you
just want to say the reason I was saying that was because I did say to myself, you know, I begged my parents to take me. Yeah, I was. Yeah. But it was just difficult for me, like, being around, you know, coming from an environment where all I knew, I didn't even know any white people except a couple of my teachers until I went to private for me. So I got out of there, you know, went to public school, shout out to Columbia High School, and then ended up going back.
See, the whole
pushing shit.
You see the local dealers, and you think you want to be them. And what I try to teach these kids is, and try to show these kids is, you can have just as much as that drug dealer or more.
And more.
You don't have to rap. You don't have to rap. You don't have to rap. You don't have to play basketball. You don't have to sell drugs. There's so many. Shit, make up your own thing.
But you becoming a top DJ is not an insult to nobody.
At all.
I'm just saying.
He said DJ in the business. And also, even owning the juice bar that we have in Bed-Stuy.
Oh yeah, props to that.
You know, in Brooklyn, you know what? When we first opened and we had our
two people open up a juice bar that have nothing to do with them. Two people open up a juice bar that have two people open up a juice bar that have nothing to do with us.
For y'all entrepreneurship, I love you for it, and your reporting. Please don't ever report it. Please don't ever stop. But I gotta get shouts out to Slutty Vegan, and then she took it from a food. Yeah, drum has drum. Light skin holding you down. And the ride. So my front door was Adamsville. In the ride. So my front door was Adamsville. In the ride. So my front door was Adamsville. My back door was Bankhead. I went out my front door more. So I pull up in a Benz one day and a tow truck the next day. But I saw him accumulate 30, 40 rooming house. My art teacher who hit me this morning about, hey, buy some overalls when you get back. We finna get back to growing stuff because I'm trying to relearn how to grow stuff. He was my entrepreneurial teacher. You know, if you want to be free, and it's in public school. It's a black public school, black man. He teaching art, but he taught us that freedom comes with economic freedom. You know what I mean? Frederick Douglass started a bank. Frederick Douglass didn't just want you to run off and be free to work. So I applaud that. I just want us to be confident as children. I want all of our economic faith. As in the Shire, man, we wouldn't have had communities like we have in part. We wouldn't have had communities like we have in part in the able to give loans. You know, narrative that even that's not a proper example. Whatever has motivated you as a big black boy with a big cheesy smile, I didn't have to work around running no ball. I want you to know that I love you. I love you.
I'm saying the exact same thing. You just from a beige perspective, he from a dark skin perspective. I'm saying the exact same thing.
That argument is too long, and I gotta catch the flight too.
I just want to say one thing, and this is what I want to do.
I love you.
I love you back. You know, and this is the thing that we got to teach these kids, and I know you got to go, Lee. I told my son, I want you to be whatever you want to be, right? If you want to be a garbage man, that's fine.
Sanitation worker.
I said, but we're going to do it differently. We're going to see how we're going to own 3 trucks and then you own a company. And that's what I want to teach our kids. That's what I want to teach our minorities. Think outside of that.
Proudest moment of my last 2 months, Pony Boy, 16-year-old. He used to want to play football. He was a good football player. Some health stuff caused him not to be able to play. I said, man, so what you want to do? All right. Figuring out a trade, building, something. He said, because I see what you and my mom too are doing with real estate. And honestly, man, I just want to get rich.
Right.
Fast as I can. It sounds good on rap records, but that's no place for a child to be. You know what I mean? By 12, 13 years old, I had already figured out getting on the bus, going to a neighborhood, trapping off, getting back home. I don't want that for our children. And the only way that happens is if we start to be raising confident children, right, who not insecure because they don't have the Nikes. You know what I'm saying? If we start raising the children that have the perspective to understand, I can get a lawnmower and cut grass all summer, or I can shovel snow, and I can start to accumulate wealth. You know what I mean? But what we can't keep doing is discouraging our children. And you paid me back the next week. He said, I knew this. You wasn't no chump. You don't want no man holding nothing over you.
Owe me nothing.
So for me, simply my thing is to tell black people, be confident. If you dream it, I saw 4 brothers who the world don't think much of, in Nooney, Yayo, Murdo, and AC. I seen them put this together.
And I think they enjoyed it too.
They really did, but it was heartbreaking. We tried, but that man hit me to this day like, boy, I say, hey, we ahead of the curve, man.
I want to ask you about the last episode, because I thought that was very interesting.
You gotta go, nigga.
I got you right quick. Don't stop hating on the dog.
I don't want to give it away. But why did you do what you did in the last episode?
Well, what I should have did was concede publicly. Maybe somebody suggested that to me. I said, I did what I did because, first of all, the whole world has become a reality show of sorts. So the people that were there, by the time they were there, they bought in. You know what I'm saying? And what you see interesting to me is the person that fights against tyranny outside of those gates, Sir Major, became an upholder of my rules and law to the point he began to look tyrannical, you know, to people. Mario, who had become an aggravation to many, right? Mario ended up being a true patriot in that he wouldn't stay in step. He asserted his individuality all the way through. So it was amazing to me to see leadership and how it works around celebrity and influence. I was not the best qualified leader.
Even though you had the best ideas, was the most intelligent, you didn't feel like you were the most qualified leader.
But the sister was willing to do the work. She understood my ideas and principles. She could get my ideas and principles actually into process because she was right there next to people. And she was the most diverse in terms of background, in terms of connectivity with other people. The sister was better qualified to lead. And I think that right now, in this political environment, we should be looking to that. Who are the reluctant leaders? Like in the book Tribes. Shouts out to Hannah Kane for putting this up a tweet. A kid pushed through a crowd. He pushed through a crowd of people 3 years ago to hand me a book. Like he was handing me a Noah's Covenant or something. I'm like, what is this kid? He says, you are a leader, and you have to read this book. And that's just like got out of my face. 3 years removed from that, now the whole world's like, oh, you're a genius. You're a leader. This kid saw something and had that confidence in me 3 years ago. It was called Tribes.
Okay, Tribes.
You know, and it talks about reluctant leadership and the people who should be leading that aren't. Like, Envy, you are a leader. I look at you like a leader. I laugh and argue. We joke and play like the barbershop. But I really, like, I call you out of nowhere. Like, man, you are a leader. You know what I mean? You are going to provide example for 9, 10, 20, 100 people. You are a leader. You are a leader. And we all must do that. And we need to start searching for people. You know what I mean? People already asked me about who's who on what campaign. And what. I said, I like Nina Turner.
I love Nina Turner.
I like Nina Turner when it is an election, when it ain't an election, when it's finna be an election, when the election just finished. You know why? Because she is consistent in her leadership.
Talked to her yesterday.
She is consistent in her leadership. She gonna lead if she lead a PTA meeting. She gonna lead if she leading kids to the bus stop. But what's most important about her is when she's not prepared or if she doesn't have what it takes to lead in that situation, she defers leadership to those who can. Oh man, ain't that amazing?
So that's what you did.
That's all I did. I deferred the leadership to the person who should. That episode was brilliant and tragic to me because it shows us that we are in a reality TV culture. We are in a culture where people are going to continue to pick celebrity and influence and flame over what is real and substantive. And I think that we have a choice not to do that.
Well, Killer Mike,
I love you, my brother.
I just want to say this though before we leave.
No.
Killer just motivated me. I just want to say.
He'll never want to tell me you love.
I'm doing a seminar in Atlantic City, and I want 25 students to come. I'll pay for you. I'll pay for anything that you need to go to Atlantic City, and I'll pay for it. You just gotta have some good grades.
Hold on. That ain't chump shit.
CBA. That shows me that they doing good, that they working. The CBA.
I work with y'all.
I ain't say no A+. CBA. You gotta show me that they're going to school.
Niggas go light skin a lot of different ways on y'all. Niggas, I'm gonna tell you when niggas talk about credit, niggas talk about good grades, and niggas talk about 2-parent household, niggas talking that light skin.
I feel you on that.
Them kids not need it.
I try to do something nice. I said,
them kids not need that.
going to school.
That's right.
I got him. I got 25 kids. I'll pay for it.
C students included.
C students.
Yeah, C students.
Because I graduated from night
I was a
school.
C student, so
I didn't go to college.
I love it.
And they gave me an opportunity when I was 18.
You were like Kevin Hart.
I'm not paying for you to go though, but
I'm just saying.
25. Just email breakfastclubam@gmail.com. The first 25 people, I will pay for you to go to the seminar because I want you guys to learn.
I sincerely love and respect you.
Love you, Killer Mike.
I love you,
Killer Mike. I love you, my brother. Thank you. Finally, for the
I'm gonna come by the
we got
barbershop
Indy's
when I
first
get paid
Beige Rage
later.
of the year. Nick, you know to add the Beige Rage.
It's on me. It's on me. It's on me.
All right.
We gotta do a whole compilation of these scenes of Envy getting passionate. I can think of 6 instances off the top of my head.
It's the Breakfast Club and Killer Mike. Thank you, Killer Mike.
I love you. Peace.
Right there. Oh, no, hope you don't see me. Oh, shit, looking this way. Oh, shit. Shot wave? Oh, man. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Please don't see me. Don't see me, God. Am I still on? Oh, shit, I'm still on, live. Hey, what's poppin', y'all? That's 21 minutes in. One comment. Fuck yeah.